Well, hello there, gamers and fanatics alike. We're gonna beat this dang painted deck, I tell you what. I tell you what. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it on blue stick, because if not, I'm gonna retire. Well, that's not true. I can't afford to retire. I'm not that cool yet. Give me a straight or give me death. Well, 6s are cool. I still don't need them, and that's what I need. Thank you. I still need a 10. It didn't give me what I needed. Tragedy. Bummer. I don't know what's going wrong with necessarily, other than just failing to get... Wow, this is crazy. At least we got a hand to finish it off. Holy cow. Sometimes the variance comes for you. Sometimes it's just like, what even is variance? I'm drawing all the right cards. And as of late, it feels like I'm only drawing the wrong cards. Flat 10 for flush is acceptable. You can spin the wheel as well on the Jimbo pack. This will just straight up win the next hand, assuming we can play a flush. So I'm going to go ahead and go for it because I need just about anything to get me through this. Alcohol included. Just kidding. It's too early for that. Or is it? I suppose it is 5 o'clock somewhere, as they say. As one singer-songwriter said. And I admittedly couldn't name you who that is. Well, don't mind if I do. I think that's all I need to do. Okay, so we're a little bit flush heavy at the moment. We not only get flat 10 with it, but we also have already leveled it up. That's pretty sick. We're at 1440 for a single flush. I think that's not a bad place to be, but we're going to start scaling here, and we need to figure something out. So hopefully we get a good Jimbo out of this pack here. This is not good Eternal. Honestly, if this wasn't Eternal, I think this is the pick. However, playing Spades giving chips for flushes, or skipping to get more molt. Do we have any skip targets? Foil next one could work. We know we can hit 1350. This wouldn't be much, but we would get a flat 1.25. And this does, you know, scale into the later game. It just requires us to skip, so we would really need something to bust the run open. I'm willing to give it a try. I'm not entirely sure it's going to work all too well in our favor. I just didn't want to, you know, put us down the spades rabbit hole if we don't end up drawing enough spades, right? We still have 3 other suits in the deck, mind you. This is the weakest flush. Goodbye. Alright. Click the right card. So we know this wins, even before the times 1.25. And as you saw, it bumped us up to 1800, so it was effectively 400 chips. There's some special math to that. We're not taking the half Jimbo. This is 50 chips nonetheless if we don't just play a 6 to start the round off. I think I want another Jimbo. Now we're going to max out our Jimbos here. Sure, Raised Fist will propel us into the next round. Everyone say hello to Winifred in the background. Okay, so I'm not really worried about this hand. We literally need 900 to beat it. I'll hope I draw a club. Hey, I sure did. Excellent. I should probably not hold a 3 when we have a Raised Fist. Winifred, could you please stop? Okay, that's a pretty good spot to be at. Almost 5,000 for a flush isn't too shabby. And we get to level it up again. Don't mind if I do. Imagine if I played my 6th Sense on that last one. That would have been something else. I'm still looking to swap one of these out here. None of these are worth it. Giga Chad's great, but not in a deck that has no modified cards. I already said no to a Spades-based one, so why would I go for a Clubs-based worse one? It depends on how you look at it. 50 chips or 3 molt are kind of comparable. I'm just going to pass. Green Jimbo's tempting, but we're needing to set up flushes, so I'm going to start blowing up my 6s. Random card for 3 faces. Or it's $2. I don't know. That to me isn't that great. Yeah, I was about to say, I hope I just draw another club. So you could wheel and deal this right now, right? We know we're going to beat this with our hit. Whatever flush we play here absolutely wins. So if we use this, we could lose our flush from our hand. We still have a discard, but we could also gain a flush depending on what face cards we get. We are going to be at 53 cards if we use it. But modified cards are good, so let's see what we get. Alright, we lost a king. We did not lose our flush. Let's resort them again here. So a glass wow, 2 glass jacks and a king of hearts. I don't know if I would call those good ads. I don't think I would call them that. It's okay. Excuse me. Oh, we ultimately are still at 51 cards? No, 53. It just hadn't updated yet. I was like, wait, what? No thank you to either of you. So now hearts are technically our best one with one extra. And then we have 2 glass cards in our diamond and spades, meaning they're slightly worse, I guess. I'll get up to some buffoonery. Winifred, are you trying to be a special guest on this episode? We can't do seeing double in a flush build. And Rocket would get our money situated. We could probably sell the Droll Jimbo because Raised Fist almost always is going to be a Droll Jimbo. And getting some money online isn't the worst idea. Though Rocket and Ante 3 at this point, not great. We didn't need the extra voucher. A Spectral Pack could be crazy. And we lose our diamonds on the boss. Getting 1.5 is probably good. I don't think I take the Rocket. Because this 10 flush right now is really good. As crazy as that sounds, it might not be the right play, but I'm going to try it anyways. Gold Seal, hey. Rare random Jimbo and get 0 money. What did we say? Hearts are our best suit? Okay. No diamonds. No diamonds for you. We'll get rid of those. Well, hearts is our best, but we didn't draw any of it, so... Winifred. I've had it up to here with you. I guess I'll try to blow up a jack here. This won't ultimately matter. Oh, we should play a 6 first, shouldn't we? Don't play this one. We need that one. What do we get? Ectoplasm. Negative to a random Jimbo. That could come in handy. 6 being our lowest in hand is acceptable. Actually, what could we make it? If we held this, it could be 8. We don't need the help, I don't think. In fact, honestly, this glass card will push it over the top tremendously. Yeah. And the jack survived. No glass breaking. Okay. Who? We could have another glass card. Is this a glass card build? Again, I've checked this before in the videos, so forgive me that we're going to go do it again, but the 3 jokers I don't have yet. 12 or fewer round speed run is the only one I haven't unlocked, if I remember correctly. At least 5 cards in your deck that are glass. Maybe this is a glass run. I'm willing to accept that. Do I want to lose hand size? I think it's not that big of a deal, especially with the painted deck. And that's a heck of a hit. Holy cow. Okay. We're going to crack this and see what we can do. We can get some more money. We can spin the wheel on a random Jimbo. We can make a glass card. I do think we make a glass card. And I'm going to make it a lower card. Simply because the lower cards blowing themselves up don't hurt us nearly as bad as some of the higher cards. We could remove some cards. Let's see. If we really want to go hard into hearts, we would have to remove pretty much anything that isn't a heart like these. Now, I don't want to get rid of this 6 necessarily for 6 cents. We could blow this up. I'm also eyeballing $22 because, you know, we now have an open Jimbo slot, which also is why Judgment has my eye. There's 3 really good picks here. You thin the deck, you grab some money, or you spin the wheel and hope you land something. We're not doing too bad on scoring at the moment, so I don't think it's pertinent to find a Jimbo. And, you know, placing your bets in RNGesus there. I think you take the statistical play and remove those and move on. No. And honestly, neither of these are getting skipped, so we're stuck at 1.5, but that's fine. No 6s, and in fact, 1 heart. There's the 6. It's a 6 of hearts. I still think you blow it up. It's too good, the value you can potentially get. See, purple seal on something's pretty good. I'll put it here and go ahead and discard the lowest cards in my hand. Ooh, okay. Spin the wheel, another glass card. It's working in our favor. 1 more glass card to go, unless this one blows up, of course. Unfortunately, we're only going to get 8 from our raised fist, but I don't think we need to worry about that. Excuse me. I guess, yeah, I was thinking it was going to work. Oh, it did blow up. Well, okay. Down to needing 2 more glass cards. It's okay. I guess that is kind of the downside. Okay, so Fortune Teller would beat either Droll Joker, or Droll Jimbo, or Raised Fist if we can continue to get the tarot cards. However, we don't have a way to generate. We have a way to generate spectral cards that is actually pretty much useless now. We only have 1 6 left, don't we? And the odds of drawing that are 1 in 48. With our, what, like 9 hand size or whatever it is? And this is flat 50 chips for what it's worth. I think that is a non-zero amount of difference. Playing flushes, that's almost double the chip count. So if we were to get rid of this, we actually would need probably 2 hands of flushes to defeat the blinds moving forward. We already know we're not skipping either of these. A double tag isn't all that great, and we lose our discards on the boss, which isn't too big of a detriment, but it's non-zero for sure. I'm willing to pitch this. Oh, we don't have to. We can just buy it. What am I doing? Sure. Who knows? I forgot I had 5 slots, even though it's staring me right in the face. We didn't draw that 6. That's okay. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to, so... I kind of want to hold on to as many of the higher cards as I can for this raised fist. Our spades are lowest numbers. What are our lowest? Clubs. Spades is absolutely pitch worthy, and then clubs and diamonds are kind of equal. So I think inform yourself based on the hand you have, what you're gonna discard. Oh, well, okay. We're not gonna do that at all. Wow, that's pretty wild. I mean, that is variance for you. We haven't completely thinned the entire deck. So unfortunately, we're only gonna get 4 from our raised fist, 14, 19 times 1.5. And it's gonna be on something like a high card. I suppose we have a 3 of a kind in hand. And then probably pitching the 2 and the 5 isn't a great idea. I wanted to guarantee we got some points out of that, which is why I went that way. Oh man, we're still... Now I'm just literally getting rid of everything until we get a flush here because we are not drawing it. Okay, there we go. We're only gonna get 4. I think that's why raised fist isn't that great sometimes. Oof. And that's not even that good. I think we're dead. Oh, we are dead. Wow. Well, I guess we gotta run it back. Well, that was tragic. Okay, well. It'll come for you. Blue stake is no joke. And if you don't get something to blow the run wide open, sometimes it can just basically nuke your entire run. Not trying to sit here and blame variance, but you know, sometimes it is kind of to blame. And once again, we are waiting for a better hand. Holy cow. There we go. Ooh, a 4 of a kind. Excuse me. Oh boy. Half Jimbo gets you through so much of the early blinds, no matter what you play. See, I mean, we almost got 600 off a pair of 8s, which is pretty great, right? I quite enjoy Half Jimbo, so much so that I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, we might have to play 2 hands here because of that debuffed queen, yeah. I was about to say, because 2 10s definitely win it with the Half Jimbo on a pair, but... We could go for the throwback again. Throwback to last run, if you know what I mean. Mega Standard and Spectral does not make me want to do that. And Eternal extra hand size with 4 slots is terrible. Let's see what we can wheel and deal out of the Jimbo here. I love the egg. Good old Northern Lion. What an egghead. Alright, so now our goal is to just play a bunch of pairs and find stuff that cares about playing pairs for a bit. Half Jimbo is really good early, just again... I mean, we already taken 2 hands here to get there, but... If you could level up pair in any capacity, and then get anything else that helps in that regard, like this and this, holy cow. My lord. Okay, so now we don't even ever need to play a face again. We just do this, and laugh our way all the way to the bank. Magnificent. And there went the Gross Michelle. That's the fastest Gross Michelle I've seen in a while. Cavendish? No? Okay. We'll take Castle and pass. I'm flying through this, but that's because I know what I need to do. Which is get rid of 1 more spade. Or diamond. Only play pairs this round, for what it's worth. Don't forget that. I will pitch you guys and you guys. And then I will play you. Castle's going to do a lot of work for us if we can get it off the ground. It's very important that we get it off the ground. It can make every hand start with so many more chips. So you've seen me run Castle. I think, honestly, you've seen me run Castle Ride the Bus before. It's one of the best combos of uncommons and commons in the game, in my opinion. Because this, if you can consistently get the chips high enough, whatever hand you play starts at a base level of whatever number of chips. I mean, our high card is already almost triple what it starts at. We're going to be doubling pair here shortly. I mean, we already are, or we're tripling it, doubling it. Like, it does so much heavy lifting. This will be handy. Driver's license is great. We don't have any use for it. We're just going to skip. 3 of a kind we are not playing. We could be playing, but we're not playing. What are we pitching now? Diamonds again. Interesting. Okay, unfortunately, the only pairs we have... maybe it doesn't matter. Because ultimately I'm taking up to ride the bus. Yeah, because what I wanted to see was a couple of more diamonds. 2 to be pitching isn't too terribly bad. I will play this. We're at 928 for pairs. There we go. I know I'm hurting a couple of my pairs here, but I don't think it matters because I already have other pairs. Like that one. Cool, made it. Could have gotten one more tick up out of ride the bus, I suppose, but again, I don't like to fly too close to the sun when I'm working on getting off the ground here. The Fool is a great card to have in your back pocket. We're gonna move on. What are we pitching now? Diamonds again? Wow, it just keeps deciding diamonds. That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. And we're already at 36 chips from this bad boy. I mean, that's just mad. And as always with Half Jimbo, make sure you play 3 cards, 2 of which you score, 1 of which you don't need to. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, so 1 more diamond we can discard. And then we win. Okay, so this castle getting us to 39 chips. Again, that's huge. I mean, we're almost a full house level of chips on top of a flat 11 molt. Like, we're slowly scaling. And at this point, ooh, that's crazy good. The hand size isn't actually that important. We already get +2 from the painted deck, so what I need to do is use these to my advantage. Let's get rid of some face cards. And this is on club now. Lucky cards, hearts, more removal. I think I'm gonna just get another removal in my back pocket. And my highest cards will be lucky. Why not? That's a... that won't do a terrible amount of work for us. That tarot guy was also, you know, not lost on me. Clubs. Okay. Does this count? All abilities are... Okay, so what we need to do is just play... Not worry about taking up castle and just play our best hands and make sure we get as far into it as we can. So we can play a 3 of a kind, that'll work. We don't have a supernova or anything that cares about us playing pairs. We're doing good there. This will get us a little bit extra points. Oh, look, we've already made it. So what can we discard to maximize this castle? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a pair in hand? We likely will draw one. Granted, we have the 7s. I guess I can hold on to this. It's not that big of a deal. We don't want any of these. Okay, I guess I'll just play this. And we got through it. All right. And we even got to tick up our castle. I was thinking we wouldn't, but the 3 of a kind really pushed us far ahead there. So you could go for a 3 of a kind build. We are starting to, you know, thin out the deck. What am I looking for this? Not by much, though. I mean, we're still at 48 cards. We've only gotten rid of 4 cards. We're not playing 2 pairs. I think our combination of Jimbos is working in our favor at the moment, though Half Jimbo probably needs to go since Ride the Bus is about to eclipse it. No way to remove cards, molt cards, or bonus cards. Excuse me. It's like 50-50. It can either be molt or bonus, and I'm not really sure which it should be. We don't have any molting at the moment, so I suppose extra chips on a lower chip hand, like for instance, pair only being a base 10 chips plus 45, 55 is, you know, it is what it is. I'm feeling good about our odds here, but we still got a lot of work to do to get this deck where it needs to be. Luckily, we drew a pair anyways. I will accept that I'm probably not playing a pair of 7s this hand since I have 2 other pairs in hand. Okay, okay. Hearts. So we can afford to throw that. That's what I mean to say. I'll play a pair of 5s first. And as we all know, Ride the Bus does not reset when you play a face card that doesn't get scored. It's specifically the face card being scored. So we typically don't have to worry about that. We can now pitch 3 hearts, and I think we should. I'm not really worried. Oh, super not worried, because this should just straight up win it. Oh, and we got $20. That's huge. Thank you, lucky cards. Also, what's our egg at? $23? I haven't even been... This has just been sitting here, waiting for its moment to shine. $23 is huge, but I don't know what we do with it. We don't spend all our money, and we don't want this either, so... Not a great start. Double money or bonus cards? Like, I don't know. Bonus cards? Like, extra money is cool, but we could just sell the egg. I think what we need to do is find... Oh, this is nice. Alright, what are we getting rid of now? Diamonds? How's the deck looking? Diamonds are our most lucrative suit, and we drew 0 in the top 10. Lucrative, not the right word, but you know what I meant. Most common? I guess I'll start here. You know, because ultimately we want to draw some diamonds. I will impress these 2 gentlemen and see how it handles. Should have thrown a king, not a 2. It's okay. Boy, diamonds don't exist in this deck, huh? Hey, there they are. Though I don't want to get rid of that 10, so I guess I'll just get rid of these, accept my 3 chips, and then play what should win it. I mean, this absolutely will win it. Okay. So now our problem is half Joker, half Jimbo is just kind of useless. We have plus 40 molt. I mean, we've seen this run before. Admittedly, we have seen this entire run before. But now, I think we're in a really good spot. Oh, you don't say. These are faces? Diamonds. None of them were diamonds. Even better. So this is a boss blind that doesn't really hurt us. The funny thing is I think 2 pairs wins it. Let's find out. Especially with these boys. 9,000 for a pair. Okay, so we're not out of the woods yet. Do I min-max these? I think I do. The only thing that we lose to now is no repeat hand types, and it is very possible we will run into that boss blind before we get to... Oh! Well, that's magnificent. Now we kind of don't lose to it, I don't think. Green Jimbo is also pretty solid here, but it's not as consistent as Ride the Bus. Oh, wait, we've learned this lesson before. Castle and Green Jimbo is an ombo. Don't go for that. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to see. And honestly, I'll take a crystal ball. I really wish I had room for this. It honestly wouldn't even be that great. Like, yeah, it would. If we had 5 slots, this would be the perfect buy right now, but we only have 4. We don't have a way to make them negative. Because getting any duplicates here is amazing. Getting Castle, they rotate onto the same thing. They don't change, so like it can't be a diamond and a spade if you had 2 castles. Another Ride the Bus means we're scaling 2 extra molt per play instead of 1. Another Cavendish or Card Sharp, pretty much, you know, times 9 instead of times 3 is crazy good, which then goes to times 27. Like, this is an amazing card, but we don't have the room for it. Runner. And, I mean, Supernova is also another one that's really good, but Ride the Bus is going up just as fast, if not faster. 24 instead of 27. Well, that's because we got Ride the Bus after we had played a handful of pairs, so I'll just save my money. Don't need to skip blinds at this point. We need to min-max as much as we can when it comes to ticking up our cards. That's only 1 spade, so we will instead play some random nonsense like this. Not spade, diamond. So 10,000 is going crazy. I have no problem discarding that 10. I would rather take up my castle knowing that I'm going to 100% win on any pair that I play. For 32,000. Whew, okay. So the only downside is Cavendish can kill itself. I don't think it will. It's an extremely low probability. I mean, 1 in 1,000 is pretty wild. Wildly low. But that is not 0. So don't lure yourself into a false sense of security once you get the Cavendish. It can very much blow up in your face. Though the odds of it showing back up as a common are comically funny, so... pitch in the hearts. So they're our best cards in hand, though. I don't want to throw them. I guess I could have impressed those 9s. Impressed them, you know? This is not great to Empress, admittedly. This wins it. Can we get another heart tick up? Let's see. So if we play high card. Oh, it didn't. Oh, and we do get it. Oh, wow. That was. Talk about lucky. We get 1 whole 3 chips. Not the greatest play in the world. I'll be first to admit. I'm also of the opinion anything 6 and above, 6 to 10 is like kind of key point with Ride the Bus. So I will absolutely put money in stock into those, but otherwise I will be cutting those cards. Let's level up pair a couple more times here. It's going to be huge. Those extra chips really do come in handy. That flat mult getting ×9 is also huge. I mean, how can it not be? We're at 6 plus an additional 29 to 35 times 9, which is 270 plus 40, so 310. Absolutely mad. And I will buy this so I don't keep seeing it. All right, so base chips and mult being halved is not ideal. And we're pitching clubs. The only 2 clubs in our hand are the clubs we want to be playing. They're the clubs we made along the way. I will play one of them. I think 14,000 after being halved is still a pretty good spot to be in. I will 100% pitch clubs when I see them. So a pair straight up wins it at this point because it's like 40-something thousand or something, or I think it's 42,000. And we can't play a high card because our highest card in hand is a jack. Well, okay, that's a lie. We can play a high card. I'm trying to get this jack out of my hand. I guess I could discard it. 2 extra off of that is fine. And we can just play whatever pair we get. And if for some reason it doesn't win it... Yeah, I was about to say, if for some reason it didn't win it, we would obviously have another pair to play. Or 2. We had 2 more hands left. Okay. I'm liking our odds now. I think we're rolling to the point of where... I don't want to say it's guaranteed, because again, repeat hand types we completely fold to still. I guess I'll play a high card. I always talk about having a backup hand, and we currently don't have a backup hand for this deck, so... Molt could have been the right card there, or right call, but I am insane, and decided I wanted money. Vampire's cool, but it takes a minute to get off the ground, and we already have ×9. Again, I think we just need to keep scaling these as best we can. So now we have hearts that we want to get rid of, and luckily we drew several. And we drew a couple more. All right, so I'll play a pair. We should play that pair. I was really hoping for money or mult. Okay. Wow, look at all the hearts. These are what we want to see. We have a pair of 8s, so we can win this round. And we will. Hooray, we did it. Okay. So what are we looking for at this point? Honestly, I don't think much. We're looking for the voucher to allow us to re-roll. Ooh, erosion's not bad. If we could really start thinning the deck, erosion could... Well, it can't outpace Ride the Bus. The highest it can actually be is... realistically, somewhere in like the 32 times 4 in ballpark. So what's that? 64, 96... I mean, that's pretty huge. That's 3 times the amount of where we're here. We're obviously not there yet. We'd actually be halving our mult, which is not ideal. Considering it, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I don't think it's the right call. If we had if we had 1 extra slot, we would have already gotten the invisible Jimbo. But in the weird scenario where that wasn't taken, sure, why not? In the weird scenario where we didn't take that, are we ever going to run into that blind? Decreases your level of poker hand. Okay, so that means we're going to be downgrading pair to level 6. Wonder if we can get around that. 54,000. Okay. Let's find out how if we can get around that. So what are we pitching? Spades? We only got 2 in hand. I'm gonna do a little crazy move here. It might not be the best call. 15,000 high card. 40. Okay. I don't think we're gonna have much problems against this next Jimbo. Or against, not Jimbo, you know what I meant. Strengthening kings. We have 3 of them. That's not a bad idea. I should have cracked this first because you can see a 4 of a kind. Yep, that'll... Oopsies. Order of operations matters, but sometimes it doesn't. I would like to strengthen some kings. We didn't get any. That's fine. $11. We could turn a card into another card. How's our suit distribution looking again? Spades are the weakest. We're not down by much. I'm tempted to turn this into a 6. Because it's either that or $11, and honestly, $11 is kind of underwhelming. I wish I would have seen this earlier when we had a $30 egg, but you know, is what it is. The less faces in the deck, the better, in my opinion. We don't need to re-roll because we're not going to buy anything, more than likely. All right, so 72,000. If we play 3 high cards, we can get there. Ooh, and it wants us to pitch diamonds. Okay, we'll start here. High card can only go down to level 1, so it's pretty much done. Oh, and then this times 3 is exactly 54. So we only need to do this 2 more times. Yeah, we got there. Okay, cool. I will take my 1 discard to tick up. Beautiful. We didn't lose any levels on our pair, and we got to 125 off of high cards. Now, you know, part of the heavy lifting is card sharp, being able to do it twice, but again, I think that's probably okay. Yes, I will take extra interest on the money I have. Free Mega Arcana Pack does kind of nothing for us. I'm tempted to just keep playing high card. High card pair, something like that. Diamonds, okay. I got 2 in hand. Let's start with the high card. And we'll pitch this. 3 diamonds is worth pitching in my opinion. I will play a pair. Try to get as many tick-ups on our stuff as possible. Oh wow, it barely beat it. I guess with pair being leveled up so much, it's kind of a moot point. So we're pretty much capped at getting 2 tick-ups on Ride the Bus unless we don't scale fast enough, which I think we're scaling fast enough that isn't going to be the case. So, I will just get rid of more faces. They are practically useless. We only have 4 left anyways. Well, not practically. They are completely useless because they will destroy our run if we play them. So I'm going to avoid playing them. Novel concept, I know. Okay. Guess we're playing... I'm going to get rid of spades. Hey, $20. I'll take it. Spades. Okay. We got a couple. Not too shabby. I'm going to pitch all of that, honestly. So we're at 159 chips, and the power of Castle is just nuts. 159 chips. It's over double on our pair. It's an absurd amount on our high card. I mean, it's the whole reason we're doing anything here, if we're being completely honest. So does a high card straight up win it? It's this times 3, so 60. We get just under it. With the extra bonus chips here, it might actually overdo it. It's okay. I need to find more spades, so I'm just going to randomly throw some stuff here. Yeah, got it there. Yeah, I think those extra chips from the ace definitely pushed it over the edge. But yeah, I mean, we're practically on autopilot this time, guys, so hope you are enjoying. So let's get a quick programming update in on you. Ooh, Stone card is actually pretty tempting. I'll take that. I think that's the first Stone card we've been offered. Must play 5 cards. If that were a problem, here would be me complaining about it. Spades? Oh my. I'm gonna turn a face card into a stone if I see one. I think in this scenario we are going to just absolutely play our pairs. But quick programming note, so next week here in the States, Christmas, I know that's also true for a handful of other places. I didn't plan on uploading any videos. This will be my last video, technically until the end of the year. And I think I'm okay with that because, you know, it's holidays and I want to enjoy my time off. So I'm glad we're ending it on a pretty high note here, effectively. I straight up win here. I would just like to tick up spades if possible. We got 2 of them. I think that's fine. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to upload any videos next week, so just heads up there. But then starting in the new year, I mentioned this in a previous video, I think what I want to do is change up the programming ever so slightly in terms of what I'm playing. I think, don't get me wrong, I'm loving the crap out of Balatro and will continue to play it, and I think my Tuesdays and Wednesday videos will continue to be Balatro, but I'm contemplating playing another game on Thursdays, and I would have to work in the way I record those a little differently. I know I said I wanted that for... Oh, crap. The whole reason I did that was to use this. Oopsies. Well, I guess we'll save it for later. Also, my seed interest is at 50, so now I'm getting $10 of interest if I stay above 50. We're pitching diamonds again. But yeah, I'm thinking of Death's Door, and specifically in Death's Door, for those of you who don't know, it's a... What is it? It's a Souls-like game. It's a Souls game, kinda, but it's absurdly cute. In that game, you play a little raven, crow. You go around like fighting souls, and there's a lot of fun story, and it's really, really cute. I'm thinking about the fact that that game has a very specific achievement I've wanted to get for a while now, and that achievement is to beat the game with the umbrella, which is the weakest weapon in the game. So your base weapon, if you know, it deals like 1 damage or whatever, the umbrella deals half a damage. So it's very much the hard mode version of the game, and I'm not like a crazy good player at the game, but admittedly I do think I could pull it off, and I think it could make for a fun series. Yeah, 1 random Jimbo disabled sucks, because that's gonna hurt us a lot. We might lose to that boss blind. Oh, what should I be pitching? Diamonds? Hey, we found a couple. I will take the 2 more, because those are pretty basically all that I'm going to be able to play. It really depends on what it disables. Like, if we lose Ride the Bus, I'm not that worried about Ride the Bus comparatively. Granted, I guess it is 10 times 9. It's going to depend. Leveling up the pair is going to help. Can't disable the pair scoring. Yeah, to say I'm a little worried about that boss blind is very true. It's gonna be down to the wire, right? I think having the most we should have been probably prioritizing a little bit more. Oh, I could have used the tower there. Oopsies. Strength. Do we have any kings left? 1. Is it worth it? Might as well have every trick up our sleeve, yeah? All right, who's disabled first? Cavendish. That's painful. Okay. So this first hand doesn't necessarily matter. Club cards. All right, let's start with a good... Actually, we could probably hold on to that and play this instead. Get rid of these. Okay. That's not that bad. I think now we can straight up win. So let's play our best hand. Okay, so that being disabled kind of sucks. We'll save those for the next one. Okay, so we only have 2 more hands. We gotta be careful here. We'll play... That's a club we can discard. This? Okay, now we win. Because we're gonna play any pair and it's gonna get ×9, and if it's these, we absolutely win. Just for a little icing on the cake. Bada bing, bada boom. We've won. We've done it. Hooray, everyone. We managed to beat it. Only barely, but we managed to beat it. So I would like to thank RNGesus for such a blessed run. This is not an endless run. I'm pretty much done. So buying that blank voucher was pointless, but whatever. Who cares? So like I said, I will be off next week and honestly through the new year, so you won't hear again from me in 2025. So I'd like to thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Also would like to thank anyone and everyone who's listened to my music that I released last week. Resident Optimist is my artist name if you want to look me up. I've had somewhere in like a ballpark of 300 listens, which is amazing and crazy. Never even thought I could be here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. 2024 has been crazy, and I can't wait to see y'all in 2025. And happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Have a happy new year. I'll see you guys in 2025.